So this lady, apparently she's drunk and she did the unthinkable and she has no clue. She's just so hammered that she has no idea what she's did. I mean, for her to have done what she did, surely she's crashed her car, maybe into another car, or God forbid, maybe they were just walking. Surely you wouldn't, even if you're like blind drunk, surely you would notice that.
The car just went through. I had a children's birthday party.
I passed out.
Okay, have you been drinking it all today?
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
No!
A community is devastated when the
my
unthinkable
God.
happens. A car drives directly into a children's celebration. As the victims' friends and families reel from the tragedy, they demand answers. What led to this harrowing event?
You probably are the most hated person in the United States.
The following report is based on official police records. It's the afternoon of April 20th, 2024. The Monroe County Central Dispatch is abruptly overwhelmed with calls about a disaster that has just transpired at the Swan Boat Club in Newport, Michigan, 30 miles south of Detroit.
Oh my God. Jesus, Lord, Jesus, Lord, Jesus, Lord, Jesus. My Father's working in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Why isn't 911 answering the damn phone?
Center County 911, operator 2. What if you had an emergency?
And the car just went through at a children's birthday party.
Okay, listen. Where are you at?
The Swan Boat Club.
The Swan Creek Boat Club?
God.
Yes. People are on the floor. Someone ran a car inside. There's children everywhere. Someone just ran into the building and ran it.
This is awful.
We've got fire and EMS en route right now.
They ran us over.
Yes.
We need multiple ambulances.
We do have 5 ambulances en route, okay?
You're going to probably need more than 5.
Emergency responders quickly arrive to find a gaping hole in the pavilion's north wall.
How did she
They
do
observe that a
this?
child who has been removed from under the car is blue and unresponsive,
Under the
receiving chest
car.
compressions from Good Samaritans.
Oh,
Okay.
oh my God.
You may need oxygen.
The firefighters are coming right over here.
It's not doing good. Take care of the baby first.
Which one?
Right there.
Man, can you come with me just for a second? Are you driving? You driving the car? Can you come?
So she's the driver. Look how calm she is. Like she doesn't even look sorry. This is crazy.
With me just for a second? You okay? Sit up.
I passed out.
Are you okay?
I think so.
Okay.
I got you.
What happened?
I passed out.
Okay. Have you been feeling ill or anything like that?
Yes.
She informs the deputy that she takes medication that sometimes affects her memory. Her unconscionable actions today, however, will be recounted in shocking detail by security footage both inside and outside the building.
Were you here for the party?
No.
What were you out here at the boat?
Does she sound sorry at all? She doesn't sound like any normal person would be like probably in tears, you know?
Club for? Are you a member?
I was just coming down here.
Okay. Have you been drinking it all today?
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
So you've been drinking.
Wine? Okay. What's your name, hon?
Marcella.
Marcella what?
Chenister.
66-year-old Marcella Marie Chedister has a long history with the Swan Boat Club. In 2017, she served as its commodore, the equivalent of the chapter president.
Wow.
While she sits in the back of the cruiser, emergency operations at the club escalate quickly.
Central, all your units are clear. You can have emergency 1 back.
Got the base off their nose, by the way. Yeah. But we need a deputy. We got a deputy. Is anybody in there? What's that?
Man, so the car came all the way in. All the way in. Could you imagine being in this building, right? And you just see this massive SUV coming straight at you. Oh my God.
You here?
I don't know.
Is anybody in here?
My stepmom is here with my kids. I'm trying to find her.
They're around here somewhere.
Can we get in through this way?
Yes.
You guys working on an LZ? An LZ? You got okay. Hey, fellas, there's 2 aircraft.
As numerous victims are transported to area hospitals with critical life-threatening injuries, Marcella is administered a field sobriety test.
Like, look at her. She doesn't... Anyway.
When she fails, she's placed in handcuffs.
Alrighty, so what's going on today?
I went to lunch with some friends.
Okay, about what time was that?
Noonish.
Okay, where was that at?
At Verna's.
At Verna's. What'd you drink there? Did you drink water, pop? Anything?
I had a glass of wine.
Just one glass of wine?
One glass of wine. Yeah, right.
Wine?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so you have one glass of wine at Verna's. After that, what happens? You leave at noon. Where do you go?
Came home.
So you're going from Verna's to home?
Yeah.
And you left Verna's at noon?
Yes.
Okay. But then you said you went home first?
I'm home here.
Marcella and her husband are neighbors of the Swan Boat Club. She takes a breathalyzer test, which is required by Michigan state law.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you.
My gosh, that was so scary.
While his wife sits in the back of a patrol car, Marcella's husband stands in the parking lot, awaiting clarification. He's about to learn about the unfortunate journey ahead.
Essentially, she had a little bit too much to drink, so she's going to be under arrest for operating intoxicated. Okay. Obviously, this is a pretty traumatic scene here.
Can you imagine your wife or husband does this? Oh, I mean, you love them, but it's like you drunk drove and you've done this to a bunch of kids. Oh.
So, I mean, what do you know? Did you see her today?
Yeah, I got up this morning. She
this
she
poor
went to lunch
guy.
with some friends. I'm sure she drinks her wine. She drinks every day.
She like an alcoholic.
Pretty much.
Okay. Has this been a problem then?
For a couple years.
There's a lot going on. So, yeah.
He just looks defeated. He looks defeated. He's probably been begging her to get help for her like drinking, but you could tell. Look how like dejected he is.
Do you have any questions for me at all? No.
Oh, poor guy. He's
Marcella
broken.
is taken to the ProMedica Monroe Regional Hospital, where a blood sample is collected and a wrist injury she sustained in the crash is treated. She's subsequently booked at the Monroe County Jail. When the server at Verna's is interviewed, she not only corroborates Marcella's claims about her dining experience, but states that she hadn't even finished her one glass of wine before leaving. If that was the case, then what triggered this costly blackout?
Wow, so she legit only had one glass.
The next day, detectives look to a sober Marcella for clarity about what happened between lunch and the catastrophe she brought with her several hours later.
When you were done at Verna's, where did you go to?
Went to the boat club.
Straight to the boat club.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
They were having a birthday party.
do you recall going into the party at all? Being at the party at all?
No.
Being in the bar at all?
I was in the bar.
While the party was going on?
Yes. Well, I thought the party didn't start till 3 o'clock.
I really need you to think long and hard about where you're at between noon and 3. We need to fill in that time gap.
I may have stopped home just to check on my husband to see what he was up to.
You're saying you went to the boat club and had a couple glasses of wine.
Yes.
And then you walked from the bar at the boat club to the party?
To my car.
To your car.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go back home then?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you walk back to your car. What happened when you get in your car? What do you remember?
That's where I don't really remember anything.
Marcella's story doesn't add up. There's definitely a 3-hour gap that she fills with details that nobody corroborates.
I mean, surely that 3-hour gap involves alcohol. Surely, because unless she's like a psycho who did it on purpose.
The detectives will now attempt to acquaint her with reality.
We got the video, like we said. You didn't park and go in and then go back to your car and then drive into the building. Okay, you come down from where your house is, going very fast, and you just drove right into the building.
See, I don't remember any of that.
Marcella's trail of destruction began right out the gate. According to police reports, it's believed that as she reversed out of her driveway, she ran over a small pine tree. Then she smashed into the front of her neighbor's Ford F-150 parked in his driveway, pushing it back through a wooden fence and leaving behind plastic pieces matching her vehicle's model. From there, surveillance from both neighbors and the Swan Boat Club captured her speeding down the road, into the parking lot, and directly through the building's northern wall.
Look how fast she was going. Hang on a minute.
Neighbors and the Swan Boat Club captured her speeding down the road, into the parking lot, and directly through the building's northern wall, the only time she was on the premises that day. Knowing that her experience of conversing at the bar and attending the birthday party is inaccurate, detectives hope Marcella may come clean about her drinking habits.
She was doing like 40, 50 miles an hour. That is crazy.
Again, these hard questions, Marcella. How often do you drink?
Be honest.
I was drinking quite a bit there, but I've kind of switched over and I'm doing a free now.
What's a free?
It's alcohol-free. Alcohol-free Cabernet.
Alcohol-free Cabernet?
That's not what her husband said. Her husband said she drinks every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you take your medications yesterday? Is it like a daily thing that we take? Okay. Did you take them yesterday?
I did.
They say not to drink alcohol when you're taking these meds?
Correct.
Okay. So you knew that, but you still kind of cheated and had a glass of wine yesterday anyway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Detectives appear unconvinced that Marcella's alcohol consumption was an isolated incident. The hard questions are only going to ramp up.
Because didn't she fail a breathalyzer? Like, can one glass of wine really make you fail a breathalyzer?
We talk to people. And when we asked them about Marcella, what do you think they said?
Probably I used to be a pretty heavy drinker.
Used to be.
Try again.
Pardon?
Try again.
That I'm a heavy drinker?
Yes. That you're an alcoholic.
Okay.
Because your level, you were a .21.
Oh, that sounds like a lot.
One glass of wine does not do that.
That's what I was thinking. There's no way one glass of wine will make you fail a breathalyzer.
2 glasses of wine doesn't do that. 3 glasses of wine doesn't do that.
Wow.
4 glasses of wine doesn't do that.
Yeah, that surprises me.
5 glasses of wine doesn't do that. 6 glasses of wine doesn't do that.
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
So she drank like more than a bottle of wine.
And even given your body type and, other things, I'll give you, probably 7 or 8 could get you there.
Oh,
the time of downsizing what we do is over. Okay? Minimizing what we do is over. So we're going to start fresh.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you a very blunt question.
Okay.
Are you an alcoholic?
I don't believe so.
Even as detectives confront her, Marcella remains adamant about having had only a modest amount of wine from the time frame she can recollect.
I've been doing this job for 23 years, Marcella. Specifically investigations for 8. Okay? And so I've talked to a lot of people. And a lot of people that, try to deceive me. Okay? And at this point, you are trying to deceive us with how much you drank yesterday and where you were at between noon and 3.
Could it be that she genuinely can't remember, though? I have heard stories of people who, and myself, you go on nights out, you get so drunk, you just lose time. You just can't fill in that gap.
So this is your one opportunity to tell us the truth and look truthful and not deceitful. Because there's only going to be one of 2 ways that you're seen. One way, you're a liar, no good criminal.
Okay.
All right. Second way, she's sorry for what happened. She wants to own up to what she did, and she wants to take responsibility.
Marcella is about to learn the true horrifying extent of the damage she has caused.
You want me to tell you?
Sure.
Okay. You probably are the most hated person in the United States.
Oh, my God.
I bet.
You drove your car
into a kid's
birthday party and killed 2 kids.
When Marcella's vehicle entered the building, it struck Mariah and her 2 children, 8-year-old Alana and 4-year-old Zane.
Oh, my God.
While Zane was run over and pinned underneath the car, Alana was driven into a door frame leading into a vestibule.
That is awful.
As survivors attempted to extract the children caught in the path of the vehicle, Marcella was observed trying to force her way back into it.
Oh.
Mariah was brought to the Corwell Health Hospital in Trenton in critical condition, but survived. Her children, however, were pronounced dead on the scene.
Oh my God. That is just the worst. For a parent, I imagine any parents watching this is like the worst thing that can happen, right?
Shortly after the crash, the children's father, Brian, arrived on the scene to learn the heartbreaking news.
Poor Brian. Oh, poor Brian.
No! I'm begging you! I'm begging you! Come on. Come on, bro. No! Not me! Not me! Come on, bro. I didn't do nothing, bro. I haven't done nothing, bro. No. No.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm getting emotional.
Please, just let me go. Let me go. No. You're lying. This is a dream. This is a dream right now, bro. Please wake me up.
I can't breathe.
I'm sorry, guys.
I can't breathe.
Oh my God.
I can't breathe.
Oh man.
Yeah, I can't breathe.
To get somebody to look. Do we take something? Do we need to get a paramedic? Okay.
Poor guy.
Come on. One of the paramedics. Brian. Come on.
Poor Brian.
Who did it? Who did it with the
Oh my God.
Who did it?
There's a drunk, bro.
We never
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Poor Brian. My heart really broke for him there. Really broke.
They got her, bro. She's in custody, bro. They got her, okay?
This is a nightmare. It has to be. There's no other way. This ain't happening.
Oh.
This ain't happening. And there's no
explanation for it.
The only one who could possibly offer an explanation is Marcella, yet she appears to have none whatsoever.
You know what? Just throw her in prison. Who cares? Just throw it. Like, whether she confesses or not, she still did what she did. Just throw her in prison forever.
Oh, no.
Many more are at the hospital in critical condition right now.
Oh, no.
Adults as well.
That is why I'm trying to get the truth from you, Marcella, so I can tell the prosecutor that you're not a low-down, dirty drunk that wants to go out there and kill kids.
Oh, gosh, no.
The sergeant detective informs Marcella that he oversaw the autopsies of the two children. In his police report, he observed that not once did she ask about why she was arrested until this interview.
So, there's one thing I want to leave you with, Marcella, because I'm tired of being lied with. You did this. You did this. You see that kid there? You did that. You did that. You did that. And you continue to lie to me.
I'm not lying.
You did this.
I'm not saying that I didn't, but I certainly don't remember. I don't recall.
Whether you remember it or not, you still decided to drink all of that wine and get in your car. Like, whether you remember what you know, or not, like, you still made those decisions.
That's not going to cut it.
Well, I don't know what is.
I know it's not what you're telling us. So, I'm not going to beat my head against the table here getting the same story. So I'll call for the CO to come down and get you.
The interview ends and Marcella is taken back to her jail cell. Marcella and Donald's home was searched on April 22nd. In a single trash bin, 23 empty 187 milliliter Sutter Home wine bottles were located.
There you go. There you go. 20 how many bottles? How many?
Milliliter Sutter Home wine bottles were located, along with 2 empty cinnamon-flavored whiskey bottles, despite her insistence that she avoided hard liquor.
She's just a liar. She's just a liar. That's all she is, just a complete dishonest person.
On April 29th, the Michigan State Police Crime Lab returned with Marcella's toxicology results, showing that she not only had a BAC of 0.18 at the hospital, but that she had gabapentin in her bloodstream. Marcella Marie Chedester was charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of operating while intoxicated causing death, and 5 counts of operating while intoxicated causing severe injury. She pleaded not guilty to each count. According to multiple news outlets, when the case went to trial, Marcella's defense argued that her neuropathy and not solely alcohol consumption was the culprit behind the crash.
How dare you? Like, how dare they? They're trying to minimize her sentence. Oh my God. Rather than just own up to the fact that you are a drunk, you drunk drove, and you did what you did. She's trying to basically say, oh, it's not my fault, it's my health condition. Get out of here with that.
In the end, she was found guilty on all counts on March 6, 2025. The judge at her sentencing referred to the crimes as what may have been the most tragic and heartbreaking case the courtroom had ever seen. She was subsequently sentenced to 25 to 50 years in prison, which she's currently serving at the Women's Huron Valley Complex in Ypsilanti, Michigan. If you'd like to see...
Oh, man, when they showed the father of those kids, Brian, breaking down, it hit me. It hit me like a train, man. Because I just put myself in his position, like, what would that do to me? Like, what would that do to you? God forbid, your kids, oh, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. It's just the worst thing. I don't know how you can move forward from that. I just don't see, like, how could you, like, your 2 kids, your 2 young kids, it would, it would break me into a million pieces. And the fact that she was lying, like saying that she's not a drunk, she's doing alcohol free, and they just look in her bin and they find all those empty bottles. Like, just an awful person. That's what she is, an awful person. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and check out the video I'm going to link right below this one. See you there.